Hey guys, it's Will VS93 here again with a new figure review. Now it's on another Mechagodzilla. This one's probably not as special as 75, but still pretty cool. We're back. The Bandai Creation MechaGodzilla 1993. Now this is probably the least popular Mechagodzilla out there. Well, before I get into that, let me just state what movie he's from. This incarnation of Mechagodzilla appeared in the 1993 film Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla 2. So there you have for history. Man, I'm lazy with history. I don't know why I never give it. One day. Okay, so now I got that out of the way. So yeah, this is probably the least popular Mechagodzilla out there. Mainly because, a lot of people don't really like his design. It's too simple, too boring. Because there are a lot of people who seem to like either him more, and then there are a lot of people who like this guy more. Let's move back so we can see good old Kiru. So let's see, where do I come in all this? Where do I stand? Who's my favorite? Well, seeing how I was born in the late 1990s. The only Mechagodzilla I knew about growing up was this guy. Yep. So I guess you could say this is my favorite version of Mechagodzilla because I grew up with this guy. His movie was the only movie I had to watch growing up. So I thought this was the only Mechagodzilla out there. It wasn't until I saw his film, Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla, that I learned about Kiru. And when his movie was released in DVD in 2004, I knew about the show of Mechagodzilla. So yeah. These guys out of here. So let's see, now on to this figure. Detail is good. I'm not going to say it's superb, but it's good. Yeah, this guy's a little bit worn out because I've had him for years. Now, the detail is good, but it does lack some things. Like, if you look at his face is supposed to have, like, a a wire pattern on his cheek here. And as you can see, it's just smooth. None there. And another thing that's missing is there's supposed to be a box where his palm is. And as you can see there's no box, just a human palm. So, yeah. So they're missing a few minor details, but not that bad. At least they got the bottom of the foot correct. So yeah. Now let's see. Before we get into articulation, let's just state his superpowers. So this Mechagodzilla has quite a few powers. He can shoot 2 eye lasers through his eyes. From his mouth, he shoots this rainbow-colored beam called the Mega Buster. From his stomach, from right here, this opens up and it fires a beam called the plasma grenade. Yeah, plasma grenade. As you see here, he has 2 holes in the shoulders here and here. Those are where he shoots his paralyzer missiles. And if you look here on his arm, after he shoots the paralyzer missiles, he shoots this wire into Godzilla. And it enters Godzilla's skin and it shocks him. And it brings Godzilla to the ground. And let's see, I think that's it for this Mechagodzilla's powers. So yeah, that's it for powers. Powers are pretty cool to see in action, especially the paralyzer missiles and the wires, because it was cool to see Godzilla actually go down in the movie. I'll explain that later. Oh, I forgot articulation. This guy, his arms rotate 360, his head, his other arm. Now those 3 points are the only points that rotate smoothly. His tail also rotates, but look. So hard to move, I hate that. Even if you play with this guy hours and hours, it'll still be like that. So yeah. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention in detail is his paint job. Now on the camera, he looks a little bit more shinier. That's only because I'm filming. That's just because my light in the background is actually outside. So yeah, it makes it look shiny. But if you own this figure in real life, then you know what I mean when I say this figure has a real dull looking paint job. I mean, it would have been better if they made him like here, you know, nice and shiny. So yeah, we gotta review this guy next. So yeah, while detail is good on this guy, the paint job is kind of meh. Now we get on to sizing. Here's the Godzilla he fights in the movie. The 93 Godzilla by Bandai Japan. And yeah, sizing's good here. Mechagodzilla was this big in the movie. I mean, he wasn't like, you know, Ghidorah size, but I mean, he was... Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, sizing is good here. Now let's bring out a more accurate looking Godzilla figure. Here's the S8 Monster Arts Godzilla. I think sizing works a little bit more better with this guy because the Monster Arts Godzilla is shorter than the Bandai vinyl figure. So I think this works a little bit more better. But yeah. Now, seeing how this guy was made from this next monster, let's pull him out. Mecha King Ghidorah. So yeah, I'm not sure how this works. I mean, Mechagodzilla was bigger than Godzilla in the movie, but he wasn't King Ghidorah size. So maybe King Ghidorah should be like, somewhat like this big. Would probably work if you want to have these two fight. But yeah, I'm just showing this off because this guy was made from this guy. So yeah. And finally, rarity for this guy. Now, this is the Bandai Creation version, so he's not that rare. You can probably find him on eBay pretty easily. But the Bandai Japan one, that one's probably the more better figure to get. Because he has a good paint job. He has all the detail. He's about the same size, so yeah. Then there's the Monster Arts version of this guy. So there are a lot of good choices for this Mechagodzilla out there. So yeah. Stupid camera died on me. Okay, so where was I? Oh yeah, wrapping up the video. So yeah, this guy is gonna get a... Well, let's see. Articulation's okay. No, articulation's basic. Detail's good. Paint job's okay. Sizing's good. And rarity's common. So I'm gonna give this guy a... I'm gonna give him a 3.5 out of 5. I mean, there's really nothing wrong with the figure. I mean, he looks like the creature. That's the important thing. But he does have a few problems. So yeah. So everyone, hope you enjoyed this video review. My next one's gonna be out on Friday. I'm gonna try to upload every Friday, and if I can't, then I'm sorry. Okay, everyone, hope you enjoyed this. So yeah, later.